Hello, mate.
Hello again.
How are you?
Not too bad. Better than you from the sounds of things.
Sick as a dog, mate.
Yes.
Sick as a dog. If anyone's going to hear me deep breathing or coughing, I do apologise.
I usually pay extra for that stuff.
Hey. Thomas caught something, passed it on to the wife. Wife gave it me. And apparently, I think I'm the weakest of the three of us.
Weakest link.
I seem to be the one that's suffering with it the most. Lydia's poorly as well, isn't she?
She's very under the
Very
weather. Yeah, we 3 days of just like temperatures in the 39s, early 40s, and just antibiotics, and hopefully she'll snap out of it.
How does she react? Is she like just?
She's just at first it was quite nice. She went really quiet, as most of us parents can appreciate. But now it's the case where, I'd like her to return to being really, really loud in the house, and probably next week I'll wish she was ill again.
Yeah. Where's that flu gone?
Yeah. It's half term next week as well.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh,
yay, everybody, half term.
Half term,
By the time you
hooray.
hear this, it's probably already half term.
Yes.
So we reached out to everybody last week saying share your horror stories.
Oh my
kind
God.
of on the back of the whole white paper thing.
Yeah.
We were like, actually, let's get out there of how shit things have been for you and the responsible local authorities. And we got a pretty decent response.
Jeez, did we get a response? Could write a book on it.
So we're gonna go through those, but before we do that,
Yes.
we're going to talk about Merlin.
The Wizard.
No, not that one. So everybody knows about this. It's been all over the place. Merlin Entertainment have decided to pull passes for children with special educational needs because apparently they can queue just like the rest of them.
Yeah, autism, ADHD, no longer automatically recognised as qualifying conditions.
Do you know what's really sad about this? Is...
That you have to queue to go in the Nemesis.
Yeah, exactly. This is like that one thing where it's joy. It's like you get benefits that are like financial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get all this kind of support, but this is like about joy and happiness. This is like that one thing, that one benefit.
Yeah.
That gave these children joy.
And you can feel like your peers.
Yeah.
You can go on a ride and feel like your
Exactly.
peers. And obviously the difference was that you wouldn't have to queue as long as a neurotypical family, which made sense
Yeah.
to us anyway.
And I never, before Thomas, so I've said before, we've talked about how like we were quite ignorant to special educational needs.
Yeah.
But as ignorant as I was, I never saw a person in the queue, the disabled queue at Alton Towers, and thought, fucking hell, why do they get to go in that? I never thought that. I never thought, oh, fucking hell, I wish I was disabled so I could fucking get in quicker. Like, do you know what I mean?
No.
I wish I was disabled so I could go on the Sonic Spinball Whizzer quicker than everyone else.
It doesn't slow things down that much, does it? If you're in the normal queue, let's be honest, it's not going to slow it down that much. Jeez. But what's the plan now? Is that everyone just has to pay for a fast track
If you'd pay for a fast
pass,
track.
or you may get a slight discount. Or
We used to, like, on occasion, if we were doing all right financially, we'd get fast track, and essentially I think that's what the Merlin Pass was. I've never actually had one. We've always talked about it because Thomas would love it.
yeah,
I mean, looks like he's not going to get it now, but he loves those kind of rides.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to take him to the smaller stuff like the CBeebies Land or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
because that probably wouldn't have been enough for him.
we took Lydia about 2 years ago for her birthday to see BB's Land.
Yeah. Did she love it?
No,
She hated it?
she did.
Autism.
No, we thought because she loves Hey Dougie, we thought, oh, you know what, let's get her there.
Oh, she does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they had a Hey Dougie section of CBeebies Land, and she was completely like out of it.
Really?
Yeah, I think because we did the night stay before.
Yeah.
So we went swimming the day before, did the night, and then she was so unregulated being in a hotel room that she stayed up the entire night. And then we went to see BB's Land, and she just like stood there in a complete daze.
Yeah. I get that.
So didn't take it in.
So-
But the good thing was though, we did take her on a few of the rides. You know, like on a boat that goes around a little kind of stream, whatever it is. You know, we sat on there and did all those sort of things. So we still did some activities with her. And the benefit was we were able to go to customer relations, whatever you want to call it, pick up the pass, and there was no queuing. It was just like, yep, on you go, that's it. And the place was dead anyway because it was February. But it was nice to know that when we got there, we wouldn't have to queue. Yes. And I think that's really important, is that we could just go with the knowledge that if there's anything we want to go on that she's really interested in, we can go straight on it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are saying now, like, Merlin have come out, or people have said, oh yeah, well, go see customer relations on the day and see what they can do for you. But it's like, well, I'm going to spend the best part of how much money to get the family in there, and then I'm going to play the roulette wheel and see if you're going to help us out, or whether you're just going to say, not today, unfortunately, because we've already got your money and you're in. You just have to queue up like everybody else. But we will give you 10% off a burger. So it's a difficult one. And again, it comes out whilst the white paper's in the background. There's a lot of things going on in the press about send families, and you just think to yourself, who's doing your marketing, Merlin?
Yeah. Why
have you decided to do this right now?
Yeah, it's bizarre. And I think they're trying to potentially ride on the wave of all the negative bullshit. Have you seen some of the comments of
parents?
Well, no, the
tossers.
The arseholes, the tossers. Yeah, have you seen some of those comments?
I've seen some of those comments, yeah.
So this is, I want to give him a shout out. Yeah, Brad, legit Brad. He's got an autistic lad. He's got the Bubble Talk book, yeah?
Yeah.
We did discuss getting you on at some point, mate. We need to do it. But it was brilliant. He answered it so well. It was just bang on. Somebody said, and you know when someone says, I'm not being funny, but you've never been funny.
I'm not racist, but...
Yeah, I'm not racist, yeah. She said, guys, I'm just wondering for like the parents of, autistic kids, just like, what did you do before the Merlin pass? Yeah, so, and he just went, before the Merlin pass, we all just stayed in our houses with our kids getting strapped because there was nowhere to go. There was nothing to do. And it was brilliant because he just kind of said, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to go back to? Because what they weren't doing was standing in queues in Merlin because they couldn't do it. This isn't like, I can cope, but it'd be nice if I could just get a queue. They can't cope.
It's not neurodiverse families using it as a flex.
No. So what did you do before the pass? We didn't go.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't.
And then Merlin will talk about inclusivity in another kind of side project that they're doing, probably.
Haven't they kind of started to backtrack it a little bit and say that it was just a...
Fucking hope so.
Well, say that they were just testing...
No, we're just testing the water.
Just testing the waters.
Oh, we didn't mean it.
Did you need to test the waters? Could have told you how that was going to go.
April Fools. February Fools. Well, it's been massive negative press, hasn't it? And I think a lot of just send families over the last 12 months they're just sick and tired of it, of being quiet and just putting up with shit. Yeah. So they're just like, well, if you're going to act like a cunt,
then, episode 28,
then you'll be treated like one. And I think that's what people are doing. Really,
it's getting a bit like when you like. White paper, all that, like policy reform. It is difficult to reform a whole system like that. Totally get it. There's no fucking excuse for Merlin. There's no excuse for this. It's just cruel, like wankers. Absolute wankers.
Yep. What is the benefit?
Yeah.
What is the benefit? The queue is already established. Yeah. It's there. It's been working for many, many years. You've probably had someone come in going, let's look at the numbers. We can change it here and we can maximise profits by doing this way.
They don't look disabled.
Yeah.
Why are they in the queue? They don't look disabled.
Well, you know what? When your chicken nugget sales go down,
yeah, exactly,
you'll feel it.
Exactly.
You'll feel it, and then you'll come back and we'll have to think about it.
It's mental. So that's been all over the shop. But what we also did talk about was some stories.
Yes,
some stories. And coincidentally, you've got them all there as well, haven't you, mate? So I think if we just kind of chip through them, and I think we're probably going to find some kind of consistent stories as we go through this.
Themes coming up.
Themes, exactly. Yeah. So, but then coincidentally, I had a WhatsApp message come through this morning of somebody asking for help, right? Yeah. And I thought, this is really interesting. So I'll read this out. She asked for help, said, where you at? Have you actually done anything? Obviously, I don't want to give her advice if she's already started doing stuff. Thank you. I've done nothing but cry since Friday, so appreciate your help. So it hasn't been finalised until Friday. I requested it to be changed. This is an EHCP, which they've denied me. I've got to wait until it's sent out Friday to actually call and then get an early review meeting. Gather as much evidence as I can before going back to the panel so that they can make a decision. Does that sound right? Surely a document that was not finalised, could be amended, before being finalised. I'm struggling with it as I've never done any of this before. Yeah, there's always a first time, and this is it, unfortunately. My son's needs are so complex, right? The son's needs, they're trying to put him in a mainstream school.
Right.
Autism, global developmental delay, 2 years old, mind. He's 5. We've already kept him back a year. He has meltdowns due to poor communication. He's non-verbal. He has no danger awareness and would elope. He's spoon-fed baby food and bottles because all he will have... Sorry, guys, I haven't got my glasses on. He won't have any food. It's a choking hazard. He's never chewed food. He's got sensory via the mouth. Puts objects in that he shouldn't, which also puts him at risk. Also in nappies, has no awareness of toilet training. If that kid...
Oh, my God.
If that kid should be in a mainstream school, I'll eat my own head. That's ridiculous. That's like Thomas.
How... I just... I'd even work for a local authority, but reading that, I'd be going, goodness me, that sounds extremely difficult. We need to find the right provision for this kid. I wouldn't think, I know what it'll suit him. We'll stick him in a mainstream school.
Mental. It's not...
At 5 years old?
Mental. And this is the thing. So I read that. I've got nothing to say, because what can you say to that? It's utter bullshit. Utter bollocks. That's not a send-betweener.
No, that's not.
That is not a send-betweener.
That's send.
Yeah,
that's profound.
Send.
Yeah, that's specialist school all the way. And again, we say it like, not to harp on about it. As a teacher in that class, how are you prepared and trained to cope with this?
Yeah, I was talking to Mish about it earlier. And I read that, and Mish went, "Why would teachers even want to carry on working?"
And you know what, like 4, 5, 6-year-olds, like someone joins a class, they all want to talk to them and engage with them, and then you've got this kid that can't do that.
Yeah.
And then you've got to try and explain it to all the other children.
Crazy, absolutely nuts.
Oh man.
So obviously, this is the first kind of EHCP draft, which she's obviously going to challenge. I've told her how to do that.
Goodness me, we've not mentioned the local authority on this one.
Well, so
because she's going through it, maybe it's wise to keep it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we said, if you want to tell us the local authority, we'll name and shame them. Some of you have given us the local authority, some of you haven't. But it doesn't really matter. I think, we'll just get an idea across the board of how much this system is failing people.
I don't think it's going to matter where you are in the country. There's going to be stories like this, isn't
there? Even in some of the best places. So, I think we kind of say that Shropshire has quite a good reputation. Yeah. I still know there's shit stories from Shropshire.
Oh, goodness, we hear it all the time. We hear it all the time. But that's crazy. Well, I'll read the next one then. And I've not read all of these, so they may come as a bit of a shock to me whilst I'm reading them. So... Leo, aged 8, and we can name the local Devon County Council. Big up Devon.
Big up Devon.
So Leo is 8 years old, has complex special educational needs. An EHCP was issued for him in October. Months later, he still has no education. After the EHCP was finalised, Devon County Council repeatedly assured the family that alternative provisions were being arranged. A setting was prepared, staff were identified, the plan was explained directly to Leo so he could understand what was coming and feel safe. He was told where he would go and who would be there. Then, without warning or explanation, the provision was withdrawn. There was no written reason, no replacement plan, and no timeline. Leo now keeps asking when he can go to school. He wants to go. Each time he's prepared, and they let him down. His distress increases. Social workers involved with the family have raised safeguarding concerns about the impact this delay is having on his mental health and well-being. Despite a lawful EHCP being in place, Leo remains at home without an education.
Big up Devon.
Do you just... All right, I don't know the full ins. Obviously, we've got this here. I don't know the full...
And to be fair, I've had to
condense it down. Yeah, absolutely. Because I've seen some of the emails
because they were big.
There's a lot of lengthy emails that have come through. But this is another thing, isn't it? It's all very well putting something into place, and we know sometimes things change or anything. Plans do change, but you would think there would be a duty of care from that local authority to explain fully why this has happened.
Yeah.
and ensure that this younger Leo is top of the list to get something arranged as soon as possible.
And he wants to go to school.
Yeah.
That's what I said to Nick Ferrari the other day on LBC. It's like the parents are trying to get the kids to go. The kids want to go. This isn't like skiving kids.
No.
And parents that just don't see it. Like, for the most part, the parents want them to go and the kids want to go. And here, they've said to Leo, yeah, you're sorted, you're going to go.
Yeah, and these are the people that you're going to meet.
Yeah, exactly.
This is just ridiculous.
It's bonkers. I mean, we'll keep seeing it as we go through, but a lot of this is, and this is why I think EHCP is going to start changing, because the issue they've got is EHCPs are saying this child needs XYZ, but then the local authority can't provide XYZ.
Yeah.
So there's a mismatch. And
which is then where we go down the legal route.
Because exactly. And legally, if the EHCP, I think Section 19, if that's the right to education, if you say, my child needs to be in a specialist setting, go find one.
Yeah.
Go find one. It's not on me. You need to. It's your duty to find one.
Yeah.
But if there isn't one there, this is why we need more specialist schools.
And this is why, as you say, if they remove the EHCP and the legal safeguarding, then it's just like, well, you can't take the local authority anywhere. We've done our best, unfortunately.
Exactly.
That's
follow
it.
the procedure.
Yeah, as long as we follow the procedure, you can't take us to any tribunal. And this is the other annoying thing, because you get a lot of silly headlines in the press, or you'll see them on social media about parents just taking their kids out of education, like they're deliberately doing it to make a point. And that just feeds into stuff like the fucking idiots that you get who go like, oh yeah, you just want a label, or you're just like milking the system. Or then Merlin come out with these sort of policies.
We love our kids with all our hearts. On what fucking planet do we want to spend 7 days a week with them? Yeah. Because no one else can have them. 7 days a week with them. So we're going to home educate for 5 days because we just want to have them at home because,
Yeah, just for the crack.
You don't get any money for it, so... Or do you? Do you get any money for home educating?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think the most you get is maybe carers allowance, but you get that anyway.
Well, yeah, but that's £89 a week.
Boom!
£3 an hour.
Yeah.
Something ridiculous.
Absolutely nuts. So there are absolutely loads of these. I mean, I'll keep going and we maybe skip through some others. So, haven't got a name here. Non-verbal, twin girl, age 5. We haven't got the local authority. 5-year-old girl, non-verbal, severe learning disability. She's still in nappies and has significant safety needs. Despite this, she was placed in mainstream school alongside her neurotypical twin brother. From the outset, serious risks emerge. Shock. She wandered from class. Her nappies were not changed. She was found eating stones outside, and family repeatedly raised concerns. An urgent EHCP review was requested. At a meeting with the senior SEND staff, the council acknowledged that the EHCP contained serious errors, or at least they admitted it, incorrect needs, incorrect developmental age, and missing sections. The family were explicitly told these would be amended. Days later, email arrived stating that no amendments would be made. Okay. At a subsequent meeting, the SEND officer denied promising changes. When the grandmother stated the previous meetings had been recorded, the officer claimed recording was unlawful, misquoted the SEND code of practice, and then reversed position, agreeing to amend the EHCP and reconsider specialist provision. Nothing about the child has changed, only the family's ability to prove that it had been said. So the only reason their child got what they needed was because they recorded
the conversation
without their knowledge.
Well,
that's disgusting.
Do you know what? If you're having conversations with SEN officers or local authorities, get your phone.
Yeah, protect yourself.
There's a dictaphone in it. Just press record.
Yeah. Don't tell them.
Don't tell them. Just have it, and then you can take the transcript from that recording, and you can just send them the transcript and say, well, you said all this. But there's so many things wrong with this. The first part is this is a girl that sounds like Lydia.
Yeah.
The learning disabilities, nappies, safety issues, eating things that she's not supposed to, or placing things that aren't food in her mouth. Just having this take place, I don't know what I'm most upset about. For me, it might be the nappies not being changed. I think that's just undignified.
Yeah, it's like
Do you know what I mean? We go on about like care homes for the elderly, and if they've soiled themselves and they haven't been changed, and people go absolutely nuts when they find that out and go, how dare you treat the elderly like that?
Yeah.
This is a child.
Yeah.
In exactly the same position, and it's being left.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
And again, is it on the school? I don't know. It's on the local authority, definitely, to ensure there's somebody there to look after that. And then the second part is just absolute bullshit, isn't it? Just offering the help and saying we'll get things rectified. I mean, for God's sake, how can you have an EHCP with missing sections in it, incorrect developmental age in it, and then deny it and say you're not going to make any amendments?
I mean, as bad as it is, all those mistakes that they admitted making, you could go, okay, all right, you fucked up really bad.
Yeah.
Thanks for admitting it. Thanks for rectifying it.
Make it right.
Line under the sand.
Yeah.
Let's move forward. But then to go, no, I never said it. I never said that. Actually, fucking recorded it, Bellend.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that they recorded that.
To the extent that families have to go to get their kids an education.
Crazy. It's nuts. And this is that trust thing, you know, when you say like early on in the journey, you just trust that everyone's doing the job.
You trust everyone's got the best interest in... No.
You just can't.
Do you know what? If you don't want to do the fucking job...
You've got to record conversations.
But if you work... This is the other thing now. I know they get a lot of shit and there's a lot of pressure on those people that work for local authorities and everything else like that. And do you know what? There's probably 80-90% of people out there who are trying their absolute best to get things done.
Yep.
If you're in that 10% who are just doing it because it's a job, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off. You'd be better off without you.
Just
be more efficient without you.
Go get a different job. This isn't the job for you. If you're going to be that person that is going to stand in the way, deny things, and just see kids as a number or statistic.
I mean, ultimately what's happened there is someone's fucked up, and by admitting they've fucked up, they're worried about getting in the shit.
Good.
Yeah, that's what they've done, haven't they? Oh, when they said, actually, we recorded it. Oh, God, I'd love to have seen their face.
I would have loved it as well. I would have said, I've sent you a copy and I've sent one to the local newspaper as well.
Amazing.
Let's see who opens it first.
I'm glad we're doing this.
I'm glad we're doing this.
This is great timing.
Yeah.
Right.
And I hope there's some people in the government listening to this as well. And maybe it's too late.
You know who.
We know. We know.
But on a serious note, sometimes the people in power, they're ignorant, and I don't mean that in a shitty way. They shouldn't be ignorant because the position they're in. But if people are ignorant of the stories that people have, you need to actually ask. You need to get around there.
It's a difficult one as well, isn't it? Is it like obviously you have people around you and everything else like that? But if you're the people that have access to you, if they're only given a certain narrative or a watered down version of what's going out there, then you will kind of take that as gospel.
Yeah.
But if you've got like parents just constantly saying this is happening, then hopefully it does get through. But let's look at the next one. A slightly older kid.
Yeah, another thing I want to say, and I keep saying this to everybody I talk to, I think it's really important, and it's so difficult. I get it, guys, it's so difficult because it's an emotionally charged subject. When you're sharing these stories with people that are decision makers, try your hardest to remove the emotion out of it. Try to get the emotion out. Just be factual, to the point, because once emotion gets mixed in there, it makes it very difficult for you and for them. If you can just basically write these letters like you're the solicitor.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back to our letters. I think my letters were... I wrote a version to our local authority and I had to reread it a couple of times because it was quite emotional.
Yeah.
And I was pissed off.
Yeah, you would be.
And I took some time out and I realised I need to get this personal side. So it was very much opening it with... I appreciate the hard work that you're doing for me and my daughter.
It's a shit sandwich, isn't it?
I really do appreciate you working with us as a family. That sort of language there. And it worked. Maybe because they do get hundreds of emails which are like, you're a bit of a twat.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
Like it or not, when you get a shitload of emails and a shitload of letters, if you're getting abuse in some letters and you're getting people doing what you did, which, all right, it's
a little bit of, like, thanks.
A little bit of bullshit.
Yeah.
But you're going to respond better to those people.
Yeah, and again, it goes back to not all people working in the local, like I say, the vast majority are trying to do their job.
Because you wouldn't go into that in the first place.
And I probably wouldn't want to do a job where I'm constantly bombarded with stuff. So yeah. Anyway,
right, I love this. Boy,
age 14.
Age 14, Birmingham City Council.
Hello,
Brum. Right, this young person struggled throughout mainstream primary education after the tribunal. And I noticed on all the odd videos I was saying tribunal.
Tribunal.
Irritates the shit out of me now. Yeah. An independent specialist school was secured. The placement was chaotic. Attendance deteriorated. The head teacher raised concerns about mental health. A satellite provision was opened for 8 pupils. He moved there in year 8. In year 9, even then, attendance reduced to 1 morning a week. In the final term of year 9, he told his parents he would rather be dead than attend school. This is like that thing you were talking about the other day.
Yeah, I was talking about this,
With professional agreement, he was not deregistered. An annual review concluded, and no school could meet his needs. Educational psychologists, teachers, and therapists all recommended education otherwise than at school. That evidence was submitted to Birmingham City Council in July. 7 months later, the EHCP remains in draft. How? The council continues to consult unsuitable schools, including a mainstream primary. So, right, I'll finish. Despite the child being 14 and traumatised, during that time, he has received no education, no therapies. His family, living on a single nursing salary, are paying privately to try and stabilise his mental health while the process drags on. Now, I don't want to be a bit of a cynic here, but 7 months later, the EHCP remains in draft. Is it in draft because they're going to edit the EHCP based on what they managed to secure? Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because EHCP remains in draft, but the council continues to consult unsuitable schools,
so
including
why would you consult unsuitable schools if you don't have the guidance of an EHCP? I would come to the same conclusion that you've just come to, is that they're going, fuck, we just need to find somewhere. When we find somewhere, we'll just fill in the blanks on the EHCP to justify why we put them there.
You would just have the EHCP done, and then that's what you're using to base the educational needs of the child on.
The child's already year 9, which means
he's already 14.
Yeah, they've got 2 years left before they leave senior school, or should be leaving senior school with their peers. And then my other part of my head goes, we'll just run the clock down.
Yeah.
Because it'll save money.
7 months later, the EHCP remains in draft.
We've got something, but it's going to be the start of year 10.
Yeah, summer holidays.
Yeah. We've saved ourselves X, Y, and Z by doing this.
Yeah.
And we know what Birmingham City Council are up to at the moment.
Year 11, is he going to do GCSEs?
I don't know, but Birmingham City Council is one of the councils that's absolutely screwed because their funding and budgets were mismanaged.
Birmingham is?
Yeah, I believe so.
Fantastic.
I'm fairly certain there's going to be more cases like that out there. What have we got here now?
Spencer.
Preschool. Local authority withheld. Spencer is a preschool child with clear autistic traits and significant vulnerabilities. He has echolalia, developmental delay, feeding difficulties, and is a flight risk. His draft EHCP uses vague wording such as access to support,
bollocks,
and opportunities for regulation. Specialist provision was dismissed as unavailable before meaningful consultation took place. Specialist provision was dismissed as unavailable before even having a fucking conversation about it. Instead, mainstream schools were proposed based purely on distance. Well, we don't want to spend any more money on taxis. Risks are acknowledged in paperwork but not planned for in practice. There is no detail about how Spencer would be kept safe in a busy mainstream environment. No suitable placement has been secured.
Horse shit. Access to support, opportunities for regulation.
It's so vague.
Well, opportunity to regulate.
If I was applying for DLA and put wishy-washy language in that, it would just get kicked back straight away. Yeah, flip the script. It's absolutely fine.
Specialist provision was dismissed as unavailable
before they've even had a consultation.
So
what's the point of having a consultation with the parents then? You might as well just tell us what you're going to do.
Yeah, so essentially they're saying there aren't any specialist schools here, so that ain't going to happen. Hey, Davey keeps pushing for more specialist schools.
Yeah, he does.
Got a lot of time for Davey at the moment. He's saying a lot of good stuff.
Carries on like that, he might be getting my votes.
I know.
Again, draft EHCPs.
Yeah, I know.
Just keep everything in draft. This is the other thing that pisses me off as well. Is like there is a time frame that it's all supposed to be started, completed within.
Yeah.
But nobody gives a shit.
Nope. So again, that's the whole. Are we going to have a legal right to appeal? Is there going to be a legal framework around this? Well, we've got one now, but no one's held to account now. So
what they should do is it's America, isn't it? Where there's an independent body that sits between the education authorities or the local authority, their equivalent of the local authorities and the parents, and it's like, well, once it's agreed, if you don't follow it, then the local authorities fined, and it's passed on to the parents, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
man. There'd be a lot of parents getting some money if that was the case.
Oh my God! Well, I think that's part of the reason they want to, because it's kind of the equivalent to tribunals, isn't it? Is the parents are winning too many tribunals. There's too many EHCPs, and parents are winning too many. Yeah. Obviously, that's not my opinion. That's their opinion, and they're winning nearly all of the tribunals.
Payouts.
Exactly, which is costing them a fortune. Where are we at? Otis.
Do your job.
Exactly. Otis, age 5, Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole Council. Otis is autistic with suspected ADHD. His EHCP names specialist provision. No specialist places are available. Otis remains in preschool despite being beyond compulsory school age. Tribunal proceedings are underway, but no school has confirmed it can meet his needs. The only reason Otis has any education at all is because his preschool has agreed to keep him temporarily. This is not sustainable. As September approaches, his family faces the possibility that he will miss an entire year of education. Yeah. Props to
the preschool.
That preschool.
Yeah.
We had it with Thomas. They were fantastic. They worked with us. They spent a bit of time with Thomas and went, yeah, this kid ain't going to mainstream. Yeah. But they were amazing. They worked with us to obviously use all of that as evidence, and it seems that's kind of what these guys are doing here, which is fair play to them. But like I said, it's not sustainable. They can't stay there.
There comes a point where you're just like, there's an issue with specialist places, and I know like it's very, very simplistic terms for all of us to go, just build more schools.
Yeah.
All right. It's very simplistic terms, but there must come a point where you look at the figures and go, actually, it might have cost us more to build the schools, but it would have paid for itself.
Yeah, very quickly.
Very, very quickly.
Yeah. And
then we've still got these stupid projects that no one gives a shit about, which is, there's so much money for that stupid train line.
What's it called? God, they spent absolutely
billions.
Insane.
Billions.
Yeah, like way more billions than they
we thought it was going to cost
spend.
this. It's like, no, it's 3 times or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's
no
still
one
not
wants
built.
it. No one cares.
No one cares.
No one gives a shit.
Because there's already a train line from Manchester to London.
Yeah, we go to London enough.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's no different at all. But
it's
we can
fine.
shave 20 minutes off it.
Yeah.
But it's taking you 20 years to even...
Yeah.
And it's cost billions upon billions.
Crazy. Almost makes you wonder if there's some little dodgy backhand...
I'm fairly certain none of that takes place.
No.
Absolutely not. Does anybody want any specialist equipment during the next COVID outbreak?
Yeah.
Let me know. I know a guy down a pub who's going to start a business.
Exactly. So yeah, and that's what irritates the shit out of me, is we seem to find money for one thing and not for
it goes back to
something else.
Yeah, disabled children just being a bad return on investment.
Yeah.
And I don't give a shit what any politician says. It's clearly the evidence speaks louder than what comes out of their mouth.
Yeah.
The policies they're bringing out just says, you guys aren't going to pay into the system. You're just a drain on it. We need to curb that drainage of money so we can spend it on something else which no one gives a shit about.
And what's really sad is actually if you put a lot of these kids in the right provision, you don't need to write them off.
No. We've seen the success stories.
Thomas's school.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a specialist school. Yes, when you walk around, you go, when you first time you walk around, you're like, whoa, why is my kid going to this school? Yes, you do think that. You get over that very quickly. But then when you walk around, you see there's kids there doing their GCSEs.
Yeah.
And then they go on to college.
Yeah.
So you don't need to write these kids off just because they've got special educational needs.
No.
We don't know what they're capable of, but guarantee you they're capable of a lot more than you fucking think.
Yeah. If you write them off at this age, Jesus, at least give them a chance.
I've been guilty of it. You've been guilty of it.
Yeah,
You've done it with our own
100%,
kids.
100%.
You very quickly start going, okay, I'm going to stop doing that now because this kid's surprising me.
Just give them a leg up.
Yeah.
Stop just just already saying they're going to be a drain.
Yeah, but I and we talk about white paper and all that. I genuinely, and especially after reading a lot of these stories, I can't see a way around it apart from more specialist schools.
No, there isn't.
There is no way. We just need more specialist schools.
What we're going to do,
and a lot more.
Yeah, we're just going to carry on dicking about until we come to that decision. By which time, there's another generation of kids that are screwed.
Exactly. We're going to start fucking about with
mainstream
schools. And
we've got the money for the prisons.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just build more prisons. Oh, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Why not just target it at the start?
Yeah.
Rather than at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, it's crazy. Where are we at now?
Wigan Council. Boy, aged 11. So this child experienced years of bullying and school-based trauma. His anxiety escalated to the point that the school was unsafe. When his parents removed him to protect him, the school reported the family to social services for neglect. The safeguarding case was closed with no concerns.
Shock.
Despite this, no alternative education was arranged. This child was removed from school roll without parental consent. Section 19 duties were not applied. This child has spoken about wanting to end his life. He is now terrified of other children and of leaving the house. His parent is fighting EHCP delays, safeguarding misuse, and unlawful school removal simultaneously.
Yeah, like the local authority were quick to jump on it when they thought there was a safeguarding issue. But then when they realised there wasn't, they were like,
maybe we're the bad
not
guys.
To be seen. Maybe we fucked up. And that's it. No support after that.
This is like, as soon as you've unrolled, that's it. Yeah, we can't do any more now. It's not our problem. It's just...
And there's so many families going through this shit.
This is case number 6 that we've read. There's already 2 children that have spoken about wanting to end their lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
33% so far.
Exactly. Like, what child thinks like of ending their life?
Just at that age to think I can't cope with this anymore. I just don't want to be here.
Yeah, you just can't even think when you were that age.
Yeah.
Like everything was amazing. Everything was fun.
Yeah.
Like the worst thing you had to do was go to school. But even then, you were with your mates for 6 hours.
Yeah.
It was mint.
Yeah. We said this on the last podcast, and I said I hope there are politicians that are listening to this, because you are going to get more children that will think about it's better to not be here anymore because I'm not getting the support, the provisions I need.
Yeah.
And there'll be some kids that are in tune that they can see how stressed out their parents are.
Yeah.
And it may even go through their heads that the only way I can make mum and dad feel better is not to be here.
100%.
And then
100%.
They'll do something horrible, and I hope it never happens. And then you're going to have the knock-on effect for that family, for the siblings as well. Yeah. And I guarantee if that ever happens, those parents will blame themselves and say, I wish I had fought harder, I could have done more.
Yeah.
And it's not on them.
No, of course it's not.
And then you get people that can just sign off on a Friday at 5 p.m, go home. It's not my problem.
I know. It's mad. And that's the thing, isn't it? So, like, what's crazy, like, what I do for work, I work Monday to Friday, but I work on accounts that are selling goods every day of the week. So, although I don't have to work 7 days a week, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of... This shit is way more important than what I do.
Yeah.
There should be someone 7 days a week.
Yeah.
7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Like, there should be someone there. I understand that's a pipe dream. I understand how expensive that would be. Yeah. But that is what it should be like.
No, again, it would just be signposted to a charity.
Yeah, exactly.
I know we've done our bit. We signposted you to this charity that can help you. Yeah, great.
I mean, like what you said about food banks being normal all of a sudden.
It's just another food bank in a different guise, isn't it?
Food banks used to be like, oh my God, a food bank? Now they're like, hey, it's my food bank. And they're like they'll just open a new food bank. It's like,
do you remember growing up in the 80s, like when it was the Soviet Union, and they're just like, this is Romania or this is Moscow, and there'd just be people queuing up to get bread.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I remember in the 80s looking at it going, oh my God, those poor people. Yeah. Can you imagine living in a society where you have to queue up with stamps or something to get your food?
We've sleepwalked our way into that.
And and now we accept it as being normal. And then we have politicians there for photo opportunities going, this community food bank is amazing, well done.
Yeah.
It's just like, and then they'll piss off in their car. And I've said it before, if you're one of these politicians that is wants to have a go at these kind of kids and put this reform in and chat shit about taxis and how much everything's costing, when it comes to children,
reform, we're talking to you.
when it comes to children in need, don't turn up for the photo shoot.
No, don't bother.
Don't bother.
Just don't bother.
Just fuck off.
Yeah, don't bother. Just fuck off. Right, number 7. Is this the right one? Number 7? Yeah, on roll. Child has been out of school for months. Council states has no duty to provide education because the school remains technically on the school roll.
The child remains technically on the school
roll. No alternative provision has been arranged. The child has been left to provide full-time care. The parent has been left to provide full-time care and education without support. That is like a really basic. There's not a lot of detail there. Right?
No, but it speaks volumes.
Speaks absolute volumes.
You're technically
that is so common. You know, there's loads of these.
Yeah.
Where it's just
a loophole, isn't it?
It's exactly.
It's just a loophole. Well, you're still on the school roll, so we don't need to provide you any other provision.
Yeah.
But then the parents are like, well, what am I supposed to do then?
Yeah.
It's like, but I've just told you.
I reckon
the child's still on the school roll.
I reckon that's probably the most common.
Yeah.
Common issue.
So
still on the school roll, but because they're on the school roll, they're like, well, if he doesn't want to come in,
yeah, they can come in.
We want him to come in.
Oh,
I mean, we don't.
Yeah.
Because his ADHD is really hard to fucking deal with.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we're here if you want to send him in.
Yeah, you don't have to home educate them if you don't want
have to.
You can just
if you want to.
drag them in until they say, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, that's going to be the most common issue. And probably, it's like, well, what the fuck do we do?
It's just a shitty loophole, isn't it?
Wank.
Right. Early years child with safety risks, local authority has been withheld. A young child with developmental delay and serious safety risks was pushed towards mainstream education. The EHCP failed to specify how risks would be managed. Specialist settings were not meaningfully consulted. Planning continued despite known dangers. Again, it's just, imagine being the parent and just not being listened to again and again.
Yeah, I just like going insane. I mean, I know how annoyed I get when I ring EE about my phone or my broadband company because my internet ain't working. I get when they just give you bullshit back. Imagine what it's like for these parents.
Yeah.
Like, it's their children.
And you're just constantly not being listened to. And we get this quite a lot, is parents aren't being listened to. Or you're just being a bit neurotic.
Yeah.
You're just being a bit over the top.
Yeah.
Everything, no, I know my child. You're just not listening to me, are you?
And you wonder what the conversations are when they put the phone down. Talking to, oh God, that sounded a bit stressful. Who are you just talking to? Oh, this mum, she thinks this, isn't this?
Yeah.
Like, you fucking know. They're gonna...
I 100%, it would be like, Andy's on the phone again.
Oh,
God, is it him? Oh, bloody hell.
Handsome bastard, the fucking hell he's in there.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe I should do Zoom calls. But again, it's number 9. Teen with severe anxiety, local authority withheld. This teenager's attendance reduced gradually due to anxiety. No alternative provision was offered. As mental health deteriorated, the parent withdrew the child to prevent serious harm. The EHCP was never amended to reflect trauma or reduce capacity. Again, this is a theme that the parents aren't being listened to, so they take action to protect their child, and because they've taken that action in the child's best interest, as a parent would fucking do, they're like, no, because you did that, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah,
what you should have done is wait for something serious to happen,
exactly,
which would have caused more trauma, and then we may have stepped in and done nothing.
I mean, essentially, you've done the job for them there.
Yeah,
I understand. I'd have done the same. I'd have done exactly the same, but the local authority going, cool, it's one less to worry about.
Yeah. Do you reckon they have like a bell in the local authorities that just ring every time they get one off and they high five each other?
Yeah. Child with final EHCP but no placement. EHCP was finalised but no placement was followed. Therapies listed in the plan were not delivered. Months passed without education. Parent repeatedly chased the SEND team. Nothing changed. This is like really common as well. It's just chase. But it's... And this is where, if you do need help, like it's where our Discord group is really good.
Yes, some great parents know of advice.
The tactics. So when you're not being listened to, it's like, okay, you've taken it here. Now you take it to this level.
Yeah.
And this is the email in your local authority, and this is what you say. So this is like, these are those when you feel like you're just up against a brick wall.
Yeah.
I think this is where speaking to people in our community and the experience that they've had in the past. And what's worked for them is really valuable. It's
one of those, again, it's just sometimes you go, what's the point of an EHCP? You put stuff in there. You completed that aspect of your due diligence or what you're supposed to do as an authority, local authority, and then you just don't follow it through. And I can see then that can then be used as a bit of a baton or whatever the case may be by politicians going, well, this is why we need to change it because and they justify it because of this, and then they introduce something which doesn't help anyway. Right. Child repeatedly forced into mainstream. Local authority withheld. Despite professional objections and repeated breakdowns, this child continues to be placed in mainstream. Each placement fails. Each time the council proposes the same solution again.
Like Einstein.
And this is a parent that hasn't taken a kid out.
Yeah, this is.
They've gone, no, I want to follow.
And they're like, cool. Let's try this. We tried that last time. It didn't work. Well, let's try it again. Okay, and that's just what they keep doing. And again, you wonder if you're a cynic. You wonder if they're like, we'll just keep pushing them, and hopefully they'll pull them.
Yeah, or we'll run out of schools.
Yeah. Child with speech and language needs. Speech and language therapy is specified in the EHCP. It's never been delivered. The council claims that offering access meets its duty. See, that's that fucking EHCP language, isn't it?
Yeah.
The child has received no therapy. It's like, and again, it's that trust thing, isn't it? You probably, if you read an EHCP and you've never been butthurt by one, you probably read it and go, access to this, great, an opportunity for this, amazing. But it's like, nah, legal document. Like, that means that as long as they have access to it and the opportunity to do it, then their ass is covered.
Well, this is kind of what we're fearing about the
procedure,
the leaks that were there. It's like, no, we can prove that we follow procedure as long as we do that and provide access.
Yeah. But what does that even mean?
You've got the opportunity to do it. Here's some access to it.
Yeah.
It's not our fault it doesn't work.
Oh, we don't need to. No.
Yeah, we just signposted you.
That's how we saw this. Your access.
There's your access. Make it happen.
And it's not a coincidence that language keeps coming up.
No.
You know somebody is going, say this.
Say that.
See if it gets picked up.
Oh, it got through. Great, that's one that we don't have to help.
Exactly.
Child with autism and ADHD, local authority withheld. After mainstream placement collapsed, the EHCP remained in draft indefinitely. No interim support was offered. Now the parent pays privately for therapy while waiting.
Like what? that 55 grand remortgaging.
That one parent.
There's 100 grand came up the other day.
Yeah, somebody it cost them 100 grand just to get the EHCP followed, or the education for their child cost them 100 grand.
How is there no reimbursement when that happens?
They don't give a shit, do they?
How is there no reimbursement?
But they could have waited 6 years and they would have got it, but they didn't want to wait 6 years.
Fucking nuts! It's disgusting.
And they'd be like solicitors, barristers, just going, right, yeah, there's a whole industry behind this now. We do this week in, week out. But if you've got the money, can you imagine just having to sink that amount of money into it? And then the families that don't have that available cash. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
If that happened, I'd be screwed. I couldn't go, I'll just find...
I haven't got a house to remortgage.
It's 30 grand, let's sink it in there. Jeez.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Single parent with multiple disabled children. One child has been withheld, been without education. Sorry guys, I ain't got my glasses on. Education for an extended period. Parent cannot work due to caring demands. Yeah, we know what that's like. Financial and emotional strain is severe. Professionals have raised safeguarding concerns about the impact on the family. So the local authority aren't supporting you enough, and as a result, they're going to raise safeguarding concerns because they're not giving you the support you need.
It's just doubly being... It's like getting slapped on one cheek and then say, give us the other cheek, want to slap that as well.
Yeah, absolute piss take.
And, we had that horrible story about a family in Australia who took the lives of their children and then took their own lives because there was just no way out.
And
you imagine you're at breaking point like this.
It's an assumption I'm making, but did you see the helicopter shots of the property? They had money.
Yeah.
They had a nice house and pool outside, Like, some things aren't financial.
No.
I don't know the ins and outs of their lives, but they looked like a well-to-do, nice, happy family. It can happen to anybody. If it can happen to them, it can happen to anybody. And it's going to happen again.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen again. Don't know where, but it's going to happen again.
It's going to happen, and you know what'll happen? It'll just be thoughts and prayers, and then we'll just not change anything.
Thoughts and prayers and changing profile pictures.
Put some candles outside, and then we'll try and find a way of demonising the parents for doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely disgusting. Child with school-based trauma. Local authority withheld. Attempts at reintegration repeatedly failed. No alternative education was offered. The child's mental health deteriorated rapidly. The parents withdrew the child to prevent harm. Again, this is a theme, isn't it?
Yep.
Just taking your child out to stop harm coming to them.
Yep.
As the only option. So sacrificing education. Again, even though education is a right for every child.
Yeah.
Some of these local authorities, I wish they weren't withheld.
Withheld, I know. Yeah, not everybody wanted to give them.
Which I totally understand. If you're going through a case of
100%.
them, you want to, yeah. But we should have a shit list of local authorities.
I mean, where are we at now? What number are we on?
17.
17. We'll skip through these pretty quick, but child and unused specialist placement. A costly specialist placement remains funded but unused due to trauma. Council refuses cheaper EOTAS provision. The child remains on roll but receives no education. Child's on roll.
Child remains on roll.
Yeah, no education. It's like, and the other thing with with funding getting moved around, I don't know if I talked about it last week, but that parent that had their child's one-to-one funding removed and given to another child that didn't even have an EHCP.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't work like that.
You just can't get your head around it.
It's just like they just passed, and this is the problem with the system.
Yeah.
This is partly why it needs reform, but
do you have a centralised agency that does it all with competent individuals?
Well, where'd you find them?
Well, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Child with physical and sensory needs, local authority withheld. Mainstream placement was clearly unsuitable. Risks were documented. Specialist consultation was delayed. The child was informally excluded without alternative provision. We've done a lot of talk about informal exclusions.
Yeah, you did a video on that, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. If you are facing that, we have a reel which is about 60. It's a 60-second no bullshit guide to what an informal exclusion is and what you can do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a common tactic.
Yeah, and it is a thing. If you feel like your child is being excluded from school, it is a thing. It's called informal exclusion.
Yeah, we've had it where kids are in mainstream school and what's it called when they come round to doing an appraisal of the school? What's that called again?
What, you mean like an Ofsted inspection?
Ofsted, that's it. When Ofsted come round, it's amazing how many neurodiverse kids are asked not to attend that day for one particular reason.
Not come in school today.
Yeah, we've got Ofsted, and we don't want to.
We don't want to be chasing children around the school
because the head teacher wants to get a good report. So we can move on to a bigger and better school. Child awaiting EHCP decision, local authority withheld. The child has been out of education during the entire EHCP assessment. Section 19 duties were not applied. Statutory deadlines were missed repeatedly.
That's common.
Deadlines. Operational failure, early arrival not communicated. Again, local authority withheld. A school agreed a child could arrive early to avoid crowds. This was confirmed with SEN staff.
Oh, this one pissed me off.
On the first day, the class teacher had not been told. The child was turned away at the door, distressed and confused. Attendance collapsed.
Yeah.
The adjustment existed on paper, not in practice. Well, that's just shit.
It's one of the first ones that because obviously when all the emails were coming in, I was just dropping in and just reading a few, and that's one of the first ones I read. Imagine you've got a girl that really wants to go to school, but she gets anxiety around it.
We had one of the dads on earlier. Remember, and there was an issue at the gates every day.
That was it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like that. And they went in, spoke to the head, and the head was like, "Okay, what might help?" It was like, "Well, what if she could go in the class before everyone else arrives?"
Whoa! What a crazy idea!
Yeah. Whoa!
That makes sense.
Fucking hell!
Avoid the crowds.
So they were like, yeah, sounds good. Parents were happy. The kid was happy. She was like, okay, great. They told her this is what's going to happen. But then when she went there the next day, the teacher was like, why are you here early? No, you're not coming in early.
Yeah.
Meltdown. Like, this is like such a low-hanging fruit. Yeah. Like, these just real simple little things that you could do to make a massive difference to these kids' lives.
And you know what? It's an easy win, isn't it? It's a really fucking easy win for the Senko team, whatever. We're going to have more neurodiverse kids in mainstream. That's going to happen. Whatever the leaks say, when the white paper comes out, we know that's going to happen. We're going to get more neurodiverse kids. There's going to be more families going, my kid can't handle crowds.
Yeah.
They're neurodiverse. Okay? Mm-hmm. There's going to be more schools going, right, well, we need to get them in earlier.
Yeah.
If you can't have your fucking SEND team communicate with a teacher in the same school.
It's like, cool, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'll pass that on. Hello.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, such and such is going to come in early. Can you make sure
15 minutes early, can you make sure?
Not a problem. Thank you. Done. That's all that had to fucking happen.
Jeez.
They can't even get that right.
And the impact when you get it wrong.
Huge. Exactly. It's not like
trust.
Okay. It's the trust bit.
Trust.
That's
you told me this before.
The parents have gone and said, "Hey, listen, we've sorted it out. This is what's going to happen." Really? Yeah. Everyone's agreed to do that. Oh, Mum, Dad, thanks. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And she goes there thinking, "This is great. I can finally start going back to school again without anxiety." Boom.
Now you just think, "Oh, my parents lied to me just to get me there."
Yeah. Next time your parents go, listen, we've sorted it out, you're going to be like,
no, I'm not falling for that again.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Absolute bullshit.
Next one, operational failure, transport not informed. Again, local authority withheld. Adjustments were agreed to support the child's transport. Transport staff were not informed. The child arrived late and distressed. The school refused entry. The child was sent home.
Oh my God.
So we just punished the child. That makes sense.
Adjustments were agreed to support the child's transport. Cool. Transport staff weren't informed. So the kid ended up late, and then the school wouldn't let them in, and the child was sent home. So again, it's that same...
these are all, can't communicate.
We've got all these down as operational failures. These aren't difficult things. These are easy.
Well, these just show how the inability of individuals working in certain schools or authorities, that they cannot communicate effectively between themselves.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're in the same goddamn building and they still can't communicate. But they bang on at the children. You must be able to talk and tell us everything.
You'd think the most difficult conversations and the difficult agreements would be between the schools and the parents and the kids. That would be the difficult. If you get that bit nailed, fuck it, you should be able to get everything else done. But you can't internally pass messages on.
Oh, we can fix this problem really simply. Oh, you know what? Let's just make it harder.
Yeah, let's make it harder. Should we tell them? No,
that makes it more fun.
Yeah, should we tell them they're coming in early? Let's not bother.
Don't tell the transport team.
Should we tell transport? No.
When they come, what we'll do is we'll send them home, and that'll stress everybody out even more.
Yeah.
Because then the parent will have to take a day off work.
Yeah.
To stay at home.
Knock-on effect. It's all those other things that happen.
Wow.
But it's just all these operational failures. They're like really
one-to-one support unfunded. Local authority withheld. One-to-one support was agreed and written into the plan.
Great. Legally binding.
No staff were recruited.
Amazing.
The child attended without support, became distressed, and was blamed for behaviour that had already been predicted.
Absolute wankers.
Which is why they needed one-to-one support.
Absolute wankers.
Blame the family. Blame the child. Next one. Quiet space unavailable. A quiet space was agreed as part of the child support plan. When the child needed it, the room was locked.
Oh my God!
Or in use.
What is this?
The child escalated, and then again, the child is punished and was removed from class.
Low-hanging fruit, guys. These are really easy fixes that would make it a massive difference.
If this is mainstream schools, and you're going to get extra funding now.
This is what the training's going to be. It's going to be like...
training? On how to unlock a door?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. It'll be, so if a door needs to be unlocked, you need to make sure you unlock it.
We need to have a course on who's going to be the key holder. Who's going to be the key holder? I don't know. I know a guy whose father was a tool maker. He'll be able to help.
Oh, yes. My father was a tool maker. Couldn't give a shit, you dickhead.
Oh, my God.
A child publicly humiliated. A child with an EHCP spent most days sitting on the back of the classroom with a pile of toys. This was described as support. It was not education.
We're just turning it into a day crash centre.
Yeah.
We've got to take them. We'll get the funding.
Yeah.
We'll get some toys of Timu and just stick them at the back of the class.
Yeah.
At least we can say they're on the roll and they've turned up.
Easily done. If you've got, even in a specialist setting, if you've got 6 kids in a class, and one of those kids is quite happy sitting on his iPad, for example, it's quite easy when you've got these other kids that running around like lunatics to just go, he'll be okay. He'll be fine. Easily done.
There is such a big difference in the education that Lydia is getting already at a specialist school compared to this.
Yeah.
They don't leave any of the kids behind.
No.
They're pushed at the right level to try and just take them out of the comfort zone so they can keep learning and moving forward.
But not to have a meltdown.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Whereas what we're finding now with mainstream schools, they can't cope. It's like, just stick little Johnny in the corner with some toys and he'll just be quiet. We can teach the rest of the class. Mm-hmm. This is what's coming. This is what the new proposal's going to be. We'll dress it up. We'll call it all these fancy names.
How are they going to undo this?
I'll tell you what. If this is what's going to happen.
But the thing is with a lot of this is EHCP stated and it wasn't delivered.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with the white paper coming, if there's no EHCP, what's the comeback?
Ain't no comeback,
that's
though,
the point, isn't it? That's kind of the point.
There's no comeback, which is why this question has been dodged again and again, and why they'll make it so much harder to get an EHCP. We've talked about the 4 tiers that are potentially being put in place before, that you've got to go through and have your child fail repeatedly before anyone will consider moving them up to the next tier. And lo and behold, if you're lucky enough to get a golden EHCP, but then when you get one, clearly you can see now it doesn't mean jack shit.
No.
Child with extreme anxiety. Attendance sanctions were threatened despite unmet needs. Pressure was placed on the parent rather than solutions offered, which then resulted in anxieties escalating.
Yeah. It's like it's a lot of the same. A lot of this you'd think it was the same person that had written it.
Yeah. Next one: school environment caused stress and refusal. No adaptations were made. Alternative provisions were delayed. Again, this is the bit that gets me, and that's going to come up more and more. No adaptations were made.
Adaptations were made. Yeah.
Adaptations.
Yep.
None of them were made. Absolutely nothing.
No.
It's like, no, you sort it out.
Yeah. Like it or lump it.
But you're going to be getting the money for these kids.
Yeah, and that's what really annoys me.
And they're not going to be tied to the child. They'll go to the school. We'll take more on. We'll get some more toys, and we'll have a special room when it's not unlocked.
Yeah. Makes you wonder how many one-to-ones are being paid for and how many one-to-ones actually exist. I bet there's a huge amount.
What does it get to? Does it become like a bit of a bidding war? Like some schools go, well, actually, we'll take on another 3. Yeah. We'll take another 3 because that'll mean we get so much more money.
Yeah, we can cope.
Yeah, we'll take. No, we'll take.
We'll have 3.
And then the teacher's like, we can't.
We'll employ 2.
Yeah. Man.
Where are we at? 27?
27. I think we've just done that one. 28. Therapies listed in the EHCP ceased due to funding delays. The council did not replace them. The parents had to pay privately.
Fuck. Oh, what the fuck?
Can you be imagine being a parent to a neurotypical kid, and they're going like, "Oh, we're not going to have French lessons anymore," and you're like, "Unless you pay for them privately, oh,
they'll get it, but it's just going to take a while because there's delays."
Yeah.
So if you want them to get the thing that they need,
you pay privately.
You're going to have to pay privately, or wait, and we will get it at some point down the line. We've just got some funding delays.
And if you do want to pay privately, here's a little leaflet we've got of all the tutors that will take it on privately. And you can imagine like little kickbacks, can you? Yeah. Oh, I'll give you 10% of that. Transition year child. No placement secured for the next academic year. Communication stopped. And September approached without a plan. Again, it's just like leaving it last minute.
Yeah.
And not coming back to parents. That communication piece is so important if you've got a SEND child.
Yeah.
Because you just live and breathe it every day.
Yeah.
School failure, my daughter's story. Oh, God. Local authority withheld. For years, the family did everything they were asked. They tried multiple mainstream placements, phased returns, and reduced timetables. Each attempt caused further trauma. Support was promised, delayed, partially delivered, and then withdrawn. Eventually, the child had to be removed from school to protect her well-being. This was not a single failure. It was a system failing over time.
Yeah.
The core running theme is,
Yeah.
EHCPs increasingly reflect needs that the system already knows it cannot or will not resource.
Yeah.
And that's something that many parents have said to us. Yes, the EHCPs, they'll finally give in and say, yes, this is the support they need. And then once it's in there, we just won't deliver it.
And this is why, that first one I read where the EHCP didn't reflect need, in my opinion, trying to get him into a mainstream school. Well, that's because ultimately, historically, they've been issuing EHCPs, knowing full well they haven't got the provision to fulfil the EHCPs. Now it looks like they're starting to go, we need to pull back a little bit on what we're including in these EHCPs because we haven't got the provision, and that's why they're taking us to tribunal. Because they can only take you to tribunal if the EHCP...
The wording,
Exactly. So they're like, we've got to pull back a little bit.
I've become a cynical bastard over this sort of stuff. And you just go, well, the first delaying tactic that we can implement is we'll delay even doing the EHCP.
Yeah.
That'll save us a bit of time. Then we'll go into consultation with the parents for the EHCP.
Yeah.
Then we'll delay it then. And then when it comes to final draft, we'll just have to delay it. And then when they do get it, we'll wait till they find out that we can't deliver on any of it. And then we'll just deal with it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so plans are definitely being issued into a system with insufficient provision.
Yeah.
And the burden of that mismatch is definitely being pushed onto families. And
Yeah, so we've got like some kind of strong patterns that we've had throughout all of this. And one of the big ones is like draft EHCPs left open for months.
Yeah.
Because you don't quite want to seal it. You don't want to write it in stone.
Yeah.
Until actually if you're going to be able to provide the provision. Where can we get this kid? This, and this. Cool. Then we'll work backwards and we'll write the EHCP, not based on what's needed, but what's available.
Yeah, this is.
And it should be based on need.
Some of the early stories that we read there were kids that are very much like Thomas, like Lydia.
Yeah.
There's no way, absolutely zero chance they should be in mainstream school.
No.
That's just, that's bordering neglect.
It is, yeah, because our kids are doing so much better.
Yeah.
They are fulfilling their potential because they're in a specialist setting. And I've said before, I know parents early on, I know some that are quite resistant to specialist schools, especially I spoke to a chap the other day, and he said, when he went to the specialist school, he was like, whoa.
Well, it hits you home. It just hit home that your kid's different.
Autistic kids look typical.
Yeah.
All right, granted, they might be fucking doing all the
Stimming.
spinning and stimming and stuff, but a lot of these kids in specialist schools, they've got severe, profound needs. They're in wheelchairs. They've got hoists, Down syndrome. They've got all sorts of stuff
Cerebral
going on.
palsy. There's a mixture of
many
health
things.
conditions. Yep.
But if you can get your kid in a specialist school, please do. And I'm sure a lot of you are absolutely trying to do that. But
there's no way a kid at 5-6 years old that is still incontinent in nappies,
non-verbal,
it can't communicate that, is left in a mainstream school soiled for the rest of the day.
No, it's crazy.
For me, that is neglect.
It is neglect. Okay, what else would you call that?
Someone said to me the other day, we treat animals sometimes better than disabled kids, and I thought about it, and after reading some of these, I'd probably agree.
Yep.
You imagine you left a dog in a kennel, just covered in its feces.
Yep.
The RSPCA would be straight down there. The bloody press would be on you. Oh, we'll just stick a 6-year-old girl in there and just leave her in a mainstream school.
Oh, they'd probably get paid better.
Fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely ridiculous.
So, I thought, I just thought that was really important to get that out. I think if anybody wants to keep sending stuff in, I think regardless of what we're talking about, it'd be quite good to share some of this stuff, just to kind of keep everybody aware.
Maybe we just have a page on the website where we just update it and I put some of these stories in there.
Brilliant. Exactly.
And people can just go there and go, what, I'm not alone. This is happening all over the country.
Yeah, it really is. And again, this is why I keep signposting people to the Discord group, because you can get in there and suddenly go, oh my God, I'm not alone. Okay, thank you. Oh, Christ.
And there's a lot of parents there with some very useful information.
Awesome information. I'm learning loads in there. And we learned quite a lot from our position by getting messages.
Yeah.
I mean, we learned loads in the first kind of 9 months.
Yeah.
But having that Discord group, and some of the people are like, have you seen this? Have you seen this link? Try doing this, try doing that. It's like, oh, that's genius.
Yeah. This one of the good things that is coming out is schools are being consulted by proximity, not suitability. That seems to be a local authority thing at the moment, doesn't it? It's like, we'll find out what school's local to us rather than what's needed for that child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need more schools.
We do need more schools.
We need more specialist schools. And teachers in mainstream schools need more training. I think both can be true.
It's a difficult one. I look at Shrewsbury sometimes and I go, the local councils, every month is like, we've just signed a new agreement for new houses to be built, a new estate or a new development. We've got another 200 houses being built. And then everyone goes, okay, then we need to build a new school. And the new schools do get built.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
We'll just put a little attachment on there for
it's like
SEND kids.
Yeah.
A little hub there. We can take on 15 SEND kids. And you're just like, but in the last couple of years, the population's increased by, 10,000 or something like that. Well, we're not seeing any classes or schools being built for special needs kids.
No.
Yeah, the evidence is showing that there's more children that require that.
Yeah.
And your alternative is what? Just fit them into mainstream schools. And I look at some of the mainstream schools, I'm like, they're already at bloody capacity.
Yeah.
Like, you got 30 kids in the classroom.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you going to, what?
And the staff, keep saying this, and the staff are already at the brink. And you want to give them extra training to deal with extra issues.
And I joked about this last time. And I remember, even when I was at primary school, we had 2 classrooms, and I spent a year in one of them. They were a porta cabin.
Oh, yeah.
On stilts, it felt like a classroom. Yeah. I wasn't part of the main building. I was outside in a glorified porta cabin.
Yeah, we had that. Meal brace.
Yeah. So what are we going to do now? We'll stick all the SEND kids in porta cabins. It's just out of sight, out of mind.
I think it would be a tear-jerking sight, mate. I really do.
You want to put your legacy to this as a government.
We need to get that teacher on.
Yeah.
We need to get her on. You did message. I did see it. I didn't reply because I'm just honestly the amount of messages we get. We need to get her on because she's actually at a mainstream school with a hub, and she's just kind of being left to it. And she adores these kids, and the rest of the school.
But he's at the school again, just doing.
And that's the school doing their own thing.
Yeah, going. No, we have provided something.
Yeah.
On paper, it says that we've provided something. Yeah. The reality is it's not working. But
it'd be really interesting to get her perspective on how that's going to work.
Yeah.
Did she get any specialist training? I don't know. We'd have to ask her.
We'll have to find out, but
it'd be quite a good one.
But I'm sure that'd be a story that'd be repeated.
Yeah, and she's happy to talk to us, which kind of surprised me because I thought the position she'd be in, it might be a bit of an awkward one. But
she's doing the right thing for the kids.
Absolutely is, mate.
Speaking out.
Absolutely is. And she, like she said, she adores the kids that she works with. So to summarise, Merlin, sort your shit out.
Yes.
Your shit. And white paper. Getting delayed a little bit now. I feel
we're saying March now.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I thought it was half term.
Yeah.
But now March.
Yeah. We'll see.
We shall see.
We shall see.
But yeah, are we going to do another one on Monday?
Yeah.
Get back into the swing of it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, sorry guys, my fault. I've been sick as a dog. Okay, thank you, mate.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you, guys. That was 28, and we'll see on the flip side. If you want to join the Discord, link is in one of the bios. Actually, it's everywhere. There's about 250 people in there now.
260, I think.
260.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice to see people just talking and sharing their experiences and offering advice. So it's helped.
We all get together weekly. I mean, I didn't last week, so I was sick. In the stim and whistle. But even if me and Andy aren't there, everyone else is.
Yeah.
Just chatting shit. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.